Welcome back. We're going to take it from the landing page and go through the creation of a lead, conversion of a lead into an account and opportunity on this video. So we'll start here from the landing page. If you got a phone call, you're looking to create a new lead, you've got the ability to do that. Click the drop down here. This drop down also shows your recent records, what you've been looking through, recent lists. If you wanted to look at all open leads, if you want to look at a list of just your leads or recently viewed leads, you could do that here. All open leads is helpful if you're maybe working in conjunction with another rep and you want to maybe follow up on his leads because he's off that day. So you can go through open leads, you can go through his leads to make sure that the follow-ups are done. So we'll create a new lead here. This environment, we've created two lead statuses or record types, the call center lead and then the ground lead, so like your outbound guys. So call center, we're going to click next. Brings you to a page where you can input all the demographic information that you want on this client. It will show your lead source, referral accounts, email of the client, if the mom or dad or someone is calling in for the client, you put the client's name here. You've got the caller's name and their relationship. You can disposition it. You've got a status here. There's several statuses, maybe a qualified, converted, Medicare, Medicaid, no finances. There's a number of statuses that are specific to treatment. Those are all custom. You've got the date of birth. How did you hear about us? Maybe they found you on Facebook or the web or something. Here's where you're going to input insurance information. So you've got your providers here. If they're not on the list, you can type it in here. You put your policy ID, group number, phone number, etc. all the way through. Maybe you put a little bit of information. You want to gather some information, see if there's some qualification there. You know, this guy, maybe they get him on the phone. Maybe he's looking for help with, marijuana once a week. And maybe doesn't meet the requirements for inpatient. So this would be a case where you would want to maybe refer this guy out, or maybe you send him to your intensive outpatient program. But this is just more information that you're going to need to know what to do with the client. His address information, then you'll save it. And when you save it, you'll send that lead over to your list. So we've got my leads here. Of course, my leads are empty, but we'll go to all open leads. We've got some test ones here. So we'll open up a test lead. This one is set to short-term pending. So maybe we're waiting. Yep, we're waiting on insurance information to come in for this guy. We don't really have a lot of information. Maybe his mom called in looking for help. We want to get a hold of this client and get his insurance information. And once we have the insurance information, we would convert this. And when we convert it, this is the page that'll come up. You can create a new account here, or you can choose an existing account and then search to see if maybe we've got one in the system already. Maybe this client is already called. This is going to help with duplicate records. Opportunities are the same way. You can create a new one or choose an existing opportunity. This is where you'll convert. Leads converted. This is your person account. You can go there. This is, again, the parent to the opportunity, but most of the work will be done in the opportunity for this admission. So we go to the opportunity. This will be any activity can be seen here. Maybe you've changed a stage from one to the next, you could see who did that and when. If they closed it out, you'll maybe want to know who did that, or they've sent it over for travel arrangements. Next steps are here. This is your, you can actually log a call right from here. So if you wanted to make a phone call and you wanted to keep record of that, you could do that. You've got your chatter here. So if you wanted this, like I was saying earlier, if you wanted to send over some chatter to your manager in reference to this this record here, you could say, at manager group. Maybe you've set up a group of people. Maybe it's 3 people that will get this message. If not all managers are on site at the same time, you want the group to get all that email. So you say at manager, is this approved, or can we work with this guy, and send that over. All your details of the record are here. So if you open this up, you'll see you've got all the demographic information here. Everything that we collected from the lead gets transferred to the opportunity. You've got the basic insurance details. You've got additional information that we collected. Financial assistance here. A lot of clients have no money. Maybe they have insurance. Maybe they're looking for help. Promissory note to come to treatment for traveling. Some of that stuff needs to be captured to keep track of that. So we've got a section here for that. Travel details. So if you're booking flights for clients, or they're booking their flights, you obviously want to capture that information somewhere here. So we've added the travel details section. Then we've got detox details. So if you've got multiple detoxes, or maybe you refer to an outside agency, we can add the detox centers, the list of programs, and that can be a drop-down list. You've got their detox, discharge, and admission dates here. And of course you can edit all this information just by clicking edit. Alright, so that'll bring you right through everything. So there's a few objects here that you can choose from. There's a few things that the natural progression is. You'll want to send that VOB over to maybe another guy while you're still on the phone with the client. You click new here, and that'll create a new VOB form. After all, we've only created or captured just a little bit of information on the subscriber. So now we need to do a verification of benefits to see if this is qualified insurance to bring to our center. This form that we have here is recommended by us. It's got a number of questions that are specific to treatment that will be good, and we'll walk through your verification process. So it really goes through everything. I mean, you can see this is a quite extensive list, and it really works well doing verifications of benefits. And once you've saved this form, you can save it to a PDF or export to a PDF. And so if you wanted to send that to like a third-party agency for verification, or if you wanted to send it to your intake team over at the treatment center, so that they could upload it to your EMR software, you could easily do that. The next object here would be your pre-assessment. So you can create a new pre-assessment. It's another form here that we've added that really goes into capturing the medical criteria for the client. So it really starts off with the substance history. So you fill out all that information: frequency, amount, route, last use, first use, any legal issues, just a little bit of information about why they're seeking treatment, your living situation, current medications, any mental health co-occurring comorbidities. You're going to find them here. This also, once saved, can be exported to a PDF. And if you needed to send that to the doctor for medical approval, easily done through an email. So those are the two biggies right here for your opportunity in capturing enough information to make sure that your client is qualified. So each section that you've gone through, the VOB, maybe you're waiting for the VOB to come back, so you're in this stage. The pre-assessment, waiting for that to come back. Now you've got a qualified pre-assessment, you've got a qualified VOB. The next step is transitioning to in transit, so that would be your stage where maybe either if your intake people are booking on their own, this is where they will be once they're ready to set up transportation for the client. Again, you'll come down here, input the flight number, flight time, all that. We can set up automation, specific to your organization. Maybe you've got a driver that needs this information, and we can have that information sent directly to the driver with time and location of pickup. So once the client has made it to the treatment center, is in bed at a detox, the stage is marked as closed. So you'll see once I close the stage here as admitted, you'll see that there's a flag that'll pop up. I've tried to admit a client without an admissions date, the treatment center, level of care. There's a number of things that need to be filled out in order for this client to be admitted in our system. As far as reporting goes, we want all this information so that when at the end of the day or the month or whatever, you want to run reports. That's the main functionality that we want to see out of Salesforce, is that we've put a bunch of good data into the system, and at the end of the month when management wants to see where we stand, we can run reports and see exactly what happened. We could see our CPA, we could see what referral sources are doing, how the overall health of the treatment center. This system can certainly do that, and so that's basically the lead opportunity. And I'll run back to an account here. Just to kind of show you, this is an account. This shows you that there's an opportunity. This is just the one thing I hadn't covered. This is the parent record. The opportunity that we've been working out of is the child to the account. So if this, for instance, we had an alumni here that was calling to come back, we could actually create a new opportunity right here, and we've already got all the demographic information that is coming from the parent record. So that makes that real easy. That pretty much covers leads, accounts, opportunities, VOB, pre-assessment. There's a lot of automation that goes behind the scenes that when you're working with the lead opportunity and account automation, that it can be custom. So when you convert something, if it works for your organization, we can send that record to the next person, and really just kind of automate the process to make it super user friendly. And then again, we're going to go over dashboards and reports and campaigns here next. So I'm going to end this video and we'll pick it back up where we're talking about reporting, dashboards, and campaigns. Thanks.